Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Thursday, March 6th spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Claire Newman will have to face a painful reality while Kyle Abbott will draw the line with Summer Newman. Nikki Newman will first speak with Claire, who will require some advice from her grandmother. Fans of YNR should anticipate that Nikki will voice her thoughts and maybe even show some tough love. Despite Claire's strong desire for Victor Newman's approval, Nikki might believe it's time to accept that it won't happen. Since Victor doesn't usually change his opinion in circumstances like this, Nikki would contend that it's best to put up with Victor's disapproval rather than becoming frustrated. Of course, given that they co-parent Harrison Abbott, Nikki might also have an opinion on Kyle's enduring bond with Summer. Nikki could agree that Summer and Kyle's relationship will endure forever. In order to prevent jealousy or insecurities, Claire must gain Kyle's trust. That's easier said than done, though, particularly given Summer's apparent desire to sabotage Kyle and Claire's relationship. Even when Claire tries to be calm, she might confess that she feels a little uncomfortable with Summer's attempts to get closer to Kyle. In Thursday's YNR episode, Kyle will establish some boundaries with Summer. Kyle will want to be clear about their relationship status since he might feel that Summer is attempting to cross boundaries and meddle in his romance. Kyle can gently remind Summer that he's with Claire now and that's it, even if he will want to help her deal with the missing Phyllis Summer's turmoil. Since Summer is Phyllis's daughter and a cunning person at heart, our predictions suggest that her pursuit of Kyle will only intensify from this point on. Lily Winters will be questioned by Devin Winters over Damian Kane in the interim, thus they might disregard Nate Hastings' advice to back off. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Lily and Devin will continue to be interested, so they might decide to find out more about Damian and any other troubling information he might be concealing. According to previews for The Young and the Restless, Victor Newman will do whatever it takes to ensure the happiness of his kids and grandkids. Victor's meddling in Claire Newman and Kyle Abbott's relationship is undoubtedly evidence of this. Is Victor also responsible for the disappearance of Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers? Nick Newman should open his eyes, according to Victor Newman. The fact that Phyllis and Sharon still control Nick after all these years is something Victor detests. Nick stood by herself and protected Sharon when she did some very horrible things recently. Unfortunately, Phyllis's family was the target of Sharon's attack. Sharon even threw Heather Stevens' body in the ocean because she believed she had killed her. It was Phyllis who ultimately convinced the cops to listen to her after determining that Sharon was involved. But ever since, Nick has found himself torn between the two of them. Naturally, Nick sided with Sharon over Phyllis and persisted in their arguments. It's possible that Victor wishes to stop everything. Victor Newman's basement is soundproof. No one could hear Sharon or Phyllis screaming and raving as they tried to escape since Victor's basement is soundproof. Instead of constantly turning to Nick and expecting him to fix their problems, Victor might want to teach these two a lesson and force them to work through their own issues. Can Sharon and Phyllis learn to coexist while surviving independently? Is Victor doing this in order to ensure that his family is content and settled before something happens to him? If Victor was resolved to permanently separate these two women from Nick in order to move on with his life? Will Nick ultimately be able to escape the midst of a massive storm? How is the truth going to surface? Michael Baldwin is the only other person who is aware of the basement. And old Howard. To keep people out, the basement was meant to be sealed. Would Victor have been able to open it and hide Sharon and Phyllis inside? Is Victor trying to force Summer Newman back into Kyle's arms with this whole thing? Supporters are aware of Victor's brutality, and he would have no trouble eliminating Phyllis and Sharon from his plans if he felt they were getting in the way. Is Victor responsible for this abduction? Will Victor's actions land him in jail if he is caught up in his web of deceit? Will Victor ever be held accountable for one of his crimes? Young and the Restless bombshell, is Victor Newman behind a sinister scheme? Sharon and Phyllis missing, Claire's future in turmoil. Introduction. Fans of The Young and the Restless are in for a wild ride as the drama in Genoa City reaches new heights. according to spoilers for Thursday, March 6th, Claire Newman faces a heartbreaking truth. Kyle Abbott sets strict boundaries with Summer Newman, and Victor Newman may be at the center of a jaw-dropping conspiracy that could change everything. Could Victor be responsible for the shocking disappearance of Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers? Let's break it all down in this explosive deep dive into the latest YNR bombshells. Claire Newman faces heartbreak as Nikki drops a bombshell. Claire Newman has been trying desperately to win Victor Newman's approval, but Nikki Newman isn't about to sugarcoat the harsh truth. When Claire seeks advice from her grandmother, Nikki doesn't hold back. She warns Claire that Victor is a man of strong convictions. Once he makes up his mind, there's no changing it. Nikki advises Claire to let go of her need for Victor's approval before it destroys her. But can Claire handle the painful reality that she may never truly be accepted into the Newman family? And with Summer lurking in the background, is her relationship with Kyle Abbott in serious danger? Kyle Abbott puts his foot down. Summer won't give up. Kyle Abbott is ready to move forward with Claire Newman, but Summer Newman isn't making things easy. Despite their shared responsibility for co-parenting Harrison Abbott, Kyle notices that Summer seems to be pushing boundaries, and it's making Claire uneasy. In Thursday's episode, Kyle will have a blunt conversation with Summer, making it clear that their romantic relationship is over. But as fans know, Summer isn't one to back down. Could her scheming nature resurface? Could she be plotting to sabotage Kyle and Claire's romance? With Phyllis missing and her world spiraling, Summer may soon reach a breaking point, and Claire could be her next target. The shocking disappearance of Sharon and Phyllis, is Victor responsible? In one of the most shocking twists the young and the restless has seen in years, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers have vanished without a trace. And fans are speculating that Victor Newman may be the mastermind behind their mysterious disappearance. Victor has long despised the hold that both women have on his son, Nick Newman. For years, Nick has been entangled in their drama, constantly caught between them. Could Victor have finally taken drastic action to put an end to their chaos once and for all? According to whispers in Genoa City, Victor's estate may hold a terrifying secret, his soundproof basement. Victor's basement, a prison for Sharon and Phyllis? Rumors suggest that Victor may have locked Sharon and Phyllis away in his basement, forcing them to deal with their own issues without dragging Nick into the fray. Could this be Victor's twisted way of ensuring Nick's happiness? Is this an extreme case of tough love, or is Victor eliminating them from his plans entirely? If true, how long can Victor keep this shocking secret under wraps? Michael Baldwin knows too much. Will he expose Victor? There's only one other person rumored to know about the basement, Michael Baldwin. Could he be the key to unraveling this horrifying mystery? Sources close to Genoa City insiders suggest that Michael may start putting the pieces together, but will he dare to go up against Victor? If he does, could he end up as the next person to disappear? And what about Howard? The old caretaker was supposed to seal off the basement. Could Victor have reopened it for his sinister plan? The big question, will Victor get away with it? Victor Newman is a powerful man, but even he isn't invincible. If Sharon and Phyllis manage to escape, will they expose him? Could this finally be the crime that lands Victor behind bars? Or will he manipulate his way out once again, ensuring that Summer Newman and Kyle Abbott fall right into his carefully crafted scheme? One thing's for certain, the drama in Genoa City has never been more intense. Conclusion, is this the beginning of Victor's downfall? Fans are buzzing with theories, and the suspense is at an all-time high. Will Claire Newman find happiness, or will Summer tear her relationship apart? Will Phyllis and Sharon ever be found? And most importantly, is Victor Newman finally going too far? Be sure to tune in to The Young and the Restless to watch the drama unfold. One thing is for sure, the truth will come out, and when it does, it will rock Genoa City to its core. Kyle Abbott takes a stand against Summer Newman. Thursday, March 6th, will be a day of reckoning in Genoa City as Kyle Abbott finally reaches his breaking point with Summer Newman. As co-parents to Harrison Abbott, Kyle and Summer will always be connected, but that doesn't mean Summer can cross the line when it comes to his new relationship with Claire Newman. For weeks now, fans have watched Summer maneuver and manipulate, using her son as a reason to keep Kyle within her orbit. But Kyle has had enough. Expect a dramatic confrontation where Kyle lays down the law, making it crystal clear that his heart belongs to Claire. Will Summer respect Kyle's boundaries, or will this only fuel her desire to reclaim the man she still loves? One thing is certain, Summer doesn't back down easily, and this could be the beginning of a war that shakes Genoa City to its core. Claire Newman's harsh reality, can she handle Summer's schemes? Meanwhile, Claire Newman is about to face a harsh truth, courtesy of her grandmother, Nikki Newman. As Claire grapples with Summer's interference and Kyle's lingering connection to his ex, Nikki will step in with some sage advice. Nikki has seen this kind of drama play out before, and she knows that trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. But can Claire truly trust Kyle when Summer is so determined to drive a wedge between them? Nikki may warn her granddaughter that it's time to toughen up or risk losing Kyle altogether. Claire's confidence may waver, but one thing is for sure, she's not going to let Summer win that easily. Will Claire take Nikki's advice to heart and stand her ground, or will insecurities threaten to unravel her budding romance? Devin and Lily dive into dangerous territory. Elsewhere, Devin Winters and Lily Winters will be on a mission for the truth. Despite Nate Hastings' warning to stay out of Damian Kane's business, the sibling duo won't be able to resist digging deeper. What is Damian hiding? And why is Nate so adamant about steering clear? As Devin and Lily push forward, they could be stepping into dangerous territory that puts their own safety at risk. Will they uncover a shocking truth that changes everything? Victor's sinister plan, did he kidnap Phyllis and Sharon? The biggest shocker of the week could come straight from the master manipulator himself, Victor Newman. YNR spoilers hint that Victor might be playing a much bigger game than anyone realizes. Could he be the mastermind behind Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman's mysterious disappearance? Victor has always been ruthless when it comes to protecting his family, and he's never been a fan of Phyllis and Sharon's lingering influence over Nick Newman. Could he have taken matters into his own hands, locking them away in his infamous soundproof basement? This wouldn't be the first time Victor has resorted to extreme measures, and with his past full of shady dealings, nothing is off the table. But if Victor really is responsible, how long before someone uncovers the truth? Michael Baldwin holds the key. Will he expose Victor? The only people who know about Victor's secret basement are Michael Baldwin and an old associate, Howard. If Victor has truly imprisoned Phyllis and Sharon, could Michael be the one to blow the whistle on Genoa City's most powerful man? And what about Summer? If her mother is missing, how far will she go to uncover the truth? Could this be the moment that finally pushes Summer back into Kyle's arms, just as Victor planned? Will Victor finally face justice? If Victor is caught, will this be the crime that finally sends him to prison? Or will he find a way to slip through the cracks once again? YNR fans know that Victor always has a trick up his sleeve, but could this be the time he finally pays for his actions? One thing is certain, Genoa City will never be the same if Victor's shocking scheme is exposed. Don't miss the drama! The Young and the Restless spoilers promise a jaw-dropping episode on Thursday, March 6th, filled with shocking twists, high-stakes drama, and explosive confrontations. Don't miss a moment as Kyle fights for his future, Claire faces the ultimate test, and Victor's sinister plan unravels before our very eyes. Stay tuned for more updates, and let us know, do you think Victor is behind Phyllis and Sharon's disappearance? Will Summer succeed in winning Kyle back, or will Claire stand her ground? Let the drama unfold! Spoilers for Tuesday, March 4th episode of The Young and the Restless, YNR, hint that tempers are rising and sentiments are being wounded in Genoa City, Wisconsin. Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, believes that Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, is responsible for her mother's disappearance. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, plans an escape attempt, and Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, makes an intriguing request. Two women in dangerous captivity. An abandoned, pointless asylum is holding Sharon and Phyllis against their will. Their only task is to get along with each other. After that, they will be released. It's more difficult than it seems. Getting them to agree on anything is a huge task because they have been sworn adversaries for decades. Fans will witness Phyllis go crazy, yell uncontrollably, and then break a window by grabbing a chair. This is not what was intended, and Sharon has a hard time persuading Phyllis to see the sense in it. I wish you luck in that endeavor. The voice of reason is Sharon. Sharon is aware that the person holding them wants them to be kind to one another and solve puzzles. The original directions did not call for breaking windows or destroying property. The two women eventually come to the realization that they must cooperate and begin planning their escape. Will this work? Or are they going to spend yet another exhausting day attempting to solve enigmatic riddles that relate to their history? Summer is behaving like her mother's impulsive daughter, and Sharon and Phyllis are desperate to go. She wants to think that Sharon is to blame for the disappearance of both Phyllis and Sharon. Summer had a suspicion that Sharon coerced Phyllis into making the phone call when the captor permitted Phyllis and Sharon to call Summer and Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, respectively. Phyllis is not the kind to bow down to anyone, much less Sharon, so this is completely nonsensical. Summer believes Sharon abducted Phyllis level-head. Chance might advise Summer to maintain composure and avoid making snap judgments, but it's unlikely that she will heed reason, another reason why these two are mismatched. Meanwhile, Michael Graziadei's character Daniel Romalotti pressures the detective to launch a formal investigation into Phyllis's disappearance. Given that Red called Summer to reassure her that everything was fine, Chance might not want to do that. Furthermore, Phyllis is an adult who is free to take a vacation whenever she pleases. The children of Phyllis are worried, and rightly so. Ultimately, Chance might give in to the siblings' pressure by pledging to conduct some investigative work outside of the books. After all, what could go wrong with that?